So you just graduated college and you don't know if you want to go to grad school or you don't know if you want to take a break. Well, I am here for you, okay? I'm here to tell you the differences between undergrad, grad school, if you should take a break or if not, which is ultimately your choice, but just here to give you a couple of pointers. So, my story is I went to grad school straight. When I say straight after, I went straight after. I graduated in May, took a summer off because, clearly grad school don't start till August. And I was in that bad boy, August 2017. And I just graduated May 2019. I'm going to keep saying that because now I am done. So, so I got a master's in student affairs. And honestly, I would say that if I knew what I knew then, what I knew now, what I would do, I would honestly probably take a year off of school, like take a whole another year off and then go and apply and then go to grad school. Some things are because I was like trying to figure out if I wanted to do this, if I didn't really want to do this, but then not knowing the behind the scenes of like, am I going to find a job with just a bachelor's degree? I didn't really know what I was going to do. So therefore it was just like I might as well go back to school because I don't know what I'm going to do if I don't go to school. So that's kind of why I went to go get my degree. But also, like, if you don't have, like, the money or the finances or things like that, you don't have to go back straight. You can take a break and do you. And so some of the differences between, I would say, undergrad and master's degree is the first. Undergrad, you had a lot of free time. Like, you went to classes for like an hour. You went to events. You did homework. You slept. You ate. You just chilled. You maybe didn't have a job for real like that. And so in undergrad, you have a lot of freedom. So that is one thing that I would say I would miss from undergrad, having so much freedom and just being out and meeting people and connecting with people. Now, this isn't everybody's experience, but my experience for master's degree, like you have an assistantship or you may even have a job because some people do it full time. So your assistantship, you work 20 hours a week, which I had an assistantship. I was a graduate assistant advisor in a business school. And so I had an assistantship where I worked 20 hours a week. And then after I got out of that, I had to go to class for 3.5 hours, basically, baby. Let me tell you, a girl sis was tired. And then you have to like do all these readings, which I really didn't do the readings. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to you, but I still graduated, okay? And you have to do like more group presentations. Like you have to do some of them in undergrad, yes, but like my field, especially, it was like more group presentations. So you would go to work, you would go to class. Then I would just crash and go to sleep. Like I just did the balance of during the week, I just went to class, went to work, and I just slept. And on the weekends, it was really hard to kind of balance because I was always trying to travel and go places. But then I would do my homework on the weekends, or I had my schedule where it was like Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday I worked. Mondays and Fridays I was off. So sometimes Fridays I would go and do work, not necessarily in the library because I'm not really a library girl. Or Mondays I would do my schoolwork, something like that. And so I would say with grad school is like the papers are longer, the assignments are more. You have less assignments, I think. Like I didn't really have tests. I had like one test, but in like undergrad you have 4 tests. But in my program, I would have like a presentation, a test, a paper, and it was just like more work. And like, you have to do more stuff. Like if you have to like AP format, something like that, they have to be longer. And so you don't have that extra time because you're working on your assistantship, if you have an assistantship. And then also you have to have an internship in my program. So you were doing your assistantship, your internship, and classwork. Like my last semester, I was doing an assistantship. I was doing 2 internships and like 4 classes because like an internship is considered a class, And so that was really overwhelming and bogged down. So I would say that in grad school, like you really have to be focused with a planner and you have to just not try to get bogged down. You have to have like a schedule and know what you're doing. And because having class my first semester I had class like from 6:30 to 9, which was like 7 to 9. But then I had an assistantship 9 to 3 or something like that. And so I'm just like, this is too much. Like this is tiring. Fridays I would be knocked out, but then I would try to go somewhere on the weekends. And so then I just have to like figure out that balance. So I would say the main differences is like the time management from undergrad to grad school. And the social life, like your social life, like what I was saying in undergrad, I was at events, if it was parties, just talking to people, meeting with people. I moved for my master's degree personally, so I didn't really know that many people here. So my social life like dwindled down because I didn't know that many people here. Yes, you have a cohort, but I mean, you're not always gonna get along with everybody in your cohort. It's not like you're hanging out with them all the time, and there's nothing to do where I was at. So my social life changed. I wasn't talking to nobody. I wasn't really doing anything. That's why I was always gone. And my time management changed. I didn't have that much free time, and I really didn't get to connect and talk to the people and meet people and things like that. So those was really like the main two differences I seen between my undergraduate and my graduate experience. So with that being said, you can take a gap year, you can go straight in, but just know if you're burnt out, you're going to be so burnt out later. Like my second semester, I was like, okay, I'm done, because I had to go second semester, summer, this, and I was just like, y'all, I'm done. I am burnt out of this. Like, this is literally, like, I'm ready to go. Like, I'm on my last leg. So, yeah, so that's my experience with undergrad versus grad school. If you should take a break, if you shouldn't. But if you like these videos and you want me to keep doing this series and talking about it, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. And if you have any questions, I'll be sure to answer those as well. So peace out and have a great rest of your day, evening, whenever you watch this.